Welcome back, the rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Australia 50-cent coins. Value in today's market. First up, the 2002 Australian 50-cent coin. But it's not just any 50-cent piece. We're talking about the special edition from 2002 and how much it's worth today in fine condition. Stick around to learn about its history, rarity, and current market value. In 2002, the Royal Australian Mint released a 50-cent coin to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Queen's coronation. This coin was not just another regular issue. It was released with a unique design, featuring the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on one side and a distinctive, detailed depiction of the Australian coat of arms on the other. The 50-cent coin itself is an iconic piece of Australian numismatic history. The coin's size and shape set it apart from other standard coins, measuring 31.5 millimeters in diameter and made of cupronickel. But what really makes the 2002 50-cent coin stand out is its limited production and the significance behind its design. The 2002 coin is particularly valuable because it wasn't just another regular release. The Royal Australian Mint produced this coin in limited quantities, making it far more rare than many other coins in circulation. Collectors have always been drawn to commemorative issues, and this one, marking a significant historical moment for the country, is no exception. Now, let's talk about what fine condition means for this coin. When it comes to coin collecting, the condition of the coin, or its grade, plays a huge role in determining its market value. The Australian 50-cent coin from 2002 can come in several grades, ranging from good to uncirculated. A coin in fine condition means it has visible wear, but the key features and details of the design are still clear. The coin shows signs of circulation, but it's not damaged, tarnished, or excessively worn out. For example, the coat of arms should be distinguishable, and the Queen's portrait on the obverse should still have crisp features. So, how much is this coin worth in today's market? Well, as of 2025, a 2002 Australian 50-cent coin in fine condition can fetch anywhere between $2.50 and $5 Australian dollars, depending on the coin's exact condition, demand, and the buyer's interest. If you happen to find one that's in near mint or uncirculated condition, the value can rise significantly. However, if you're holding a 2002 50-cent coin that is in pristine condition, perhaps one that's been stored in a protective case, it could be worth even more. Some examples in perfect condition have been known to reach upwards of $10 Australian dollars, especially if they are sold at auctions where rare items are highly sought after. But what makes the 2002 50-cent coin even more valuable is its rarity. There were only a limited number of these coins made, and not all were kept in perfect condition. Over time, many of them have been spent or damaged, meaning fewer of them are left in circulation today in fine condition. If you find one of these coins, especially if it's been well preserved, you may have just stumbled upon a small piece of Australian history that holds significant value in the market. The 2002 Australian 50-cent coin is definitely one to keep an eye on. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this unique coin holds a special place in the world of Australian numismatics. With its historical significance, rarity, and steady demand, it's a coin that continues to gain attention in the market. Next up, the 50-cent coin from 2008. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this coin so special, and why does it have a higher value than your typical 50-cent piece? Well, you're in for a treat. In this video, we'll break down its history, rarity, condition, and, most importantly, its value in today's market. If you're a coin collector or just curious about the value of your spare change, stick around till the end, because this might be a coin you want to keep an eye on. Let's start with a quick overview of the coin itself. The 2008 Australian 50-cent coin isn't just any regular coin. This one commemorates the 200th anniversary of the birth of one of Australia's most famous explorers, Matthew Flinders. The coin features a stunning design that shows Flinders, the first person to circumnavigate Australia, alongside a map of the Australian coastline. Alright, now that we've got the design covered, let's talk about its rarity. So, is this coin rare? Well, it depends on a few factors. While the 2008 50-cent coin was minted in large quantities, around 25 million pieces, it still holds a special place in the market, especially in certain conditions. When it comes to valuing coins, condition is everything. A coin in fine condition is a coin that shows moderate wear, but not too much damage. However, we're specifically going to talk about a coin in very fine condition today. In terms of grading, a very fine coin will have some visible wear, but the design and details are still legible and relatively sharp. The coin will have no major scratches or corrosion, and the features like Flinders' face and the map will still be quite clear. To put it into perspective, coins are graded based on a scale. Good is at the bottom, where the coin has a lot of wear, and uncirculated is at the top, meaning the coin looks as if it just came out of the mint with no signs of use. Very fine sits right in the middle, where it still has most of its original design. In today's market, a 2008 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $3 to $6 Australian dollars on average. Of course, the price can vary depending on demand, the specific dealer, or the platform you're buying or selling on. Some collectors are willing to pay a little more for a particularly nice coin, but you shouldn't expect to get rich off this one. It's valuable, but not a get-rich-quick type of coin. If you're looking to sell this coin, places like eBay or local coin dealers might offer you a fair price. However, keep in mind that prices can fluctuate based on market conditions and demand. If you happen to come across one of these coins in a condition that's close to uncirculated, you could potentially see prices closer to $10 Australian or higher, though that's much rarer. Now, one question that comes up often is whether or not it's worth holding onto these coins as an investment. Well, with coins like these, you're really looking at a steady but modest increase in value over time. It's not a fast-growing investment, but if you're a collector, owning a 2008 50-cent coin in very fine condition could be a nice addition to your collection. Coin collectors typically value rarity, historical significance, and condition. The 2008 50-cent coin checks all those boxes, but there are other Australian coins from this era that also have a strong following, like some of the limited edition 20-cent coins from the same period, or other commemorative issues. The market for Australian coins is steadily growing, and these coins are still relatively affordable for newcomers. To sum up, the 2008 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition is worth somewhere between $3 and $6 Australian dollars. It's a great example of a coin that holds its value due to its commemorative nature and its connection to Australian history. So, if you happen to come across one of these in your coin jar, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment to appreciate its design and historical significance. You might be holding on to something that could be worth more than just face value. Next up, the Elizabeth settings. Australia 50-cent coin from 1973, particularly focusing on its value today, especially in extra fine condition. Now, this coin isn't just another 50-cent piece. The 1973 Australian 50-cent coin holds a special place in numismatic history. And while it might seem like just another regular coin to some, to collectors, its worth is much higher, especially if it's in extra fine condition. But just how much are people paying for these coins today? The Australian 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, and the 1973 version is part of a series that quickly became a collector's item. The 1973 50-cent coin features the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II, as well as an Australian coat of arms design on the reverse side. It's been in circulation for decades, but the condition of the coin has a major impact on its value in today's market. So let's talk about the grading of this coin. When it comes to coin collecting, the condition, or grade, of a coin is extremely important. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect, with categories like good, fine, very fine, extremely fine, and uncirculated being some of the key stages. When we refer to a coin as being in extra fine condition, we're talking about a coin that has been well preserved. In this grade, the coin has minimal wear and tear, with most of its details still sharp and clear. You'll notice slight wear, but the overall design is still distinct, and it's in much better shape than a coin that has been through a lot of circulation. So what makes the 1973 Elizabeth II Australian 50-cent coin so valuable, especially in extra fine condition? Well, in recent years, the value has been influenced by a combination of factors: the rarity of the coin, its historical significance, and the overall condition. While the 1973 50-cent coin isn't a limited edition coin, it's still highly sought after due to its iconic design and its historical value. In 1973, the Australian government was transitioning its coinage, moving away from pre-decimal currency to the decimal system. This coin represents a pivotal moment in Australian history. As the years went on, certain versions of the 50-cent coin, like this 1973 edition, became rare due to wear and some of the coins being removed from circulation. Next up, the 1971 Elizabeth II Australia 50-cent coin. But there's a twist. We're going to be diving into the market value of this coin in damaged condition. Yes, you heard that right. Damaged coins and their surprising worth in today's market. So, stick around as we uncover the mystery behind one of Australia's most unique coins. Before we jump into the value, let's first take a look at this iconic coin. The 1971 Australian 50-cent piece is one of the first to feature Queen Elizabeth II's portrait on the obverse, and it was released as part of Australia's switch from the pre-decimal currency to the decimal currency system. This was a massive shift in Australia's history. The coin features the famous effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin on the front, and the reverse side showcases an intricate design of the Australian coat of arms with the kangaroo and emu. The 50-cent coin became one of the most recognizable coins in Australia, and it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. Now, you might be wondering, why are we focusing on a coin in damaged condition? I mean, we all know that damaged coins are usually worth much less than their pristine counterparts, right? That's true in most cases, but there are exceptions. With rare coins, even those with significant wear, scratches, or dents can still hold substantial value, depending on several factors. So let's break it down and see why the 1971 Elizabeth II 50-cent coin is a valuable collector's item, even when it's not in perfect condition. First, we need to understand coin grading. Coin grading is the process of assessing the quality and condition of a coin. A coin's value is heavily influenced by its grade, and in the world of numismatics, even a slight mark can impact how much a coin is worth. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to uncirculated, with various stages in between. The more wear or damage a coin has, the lower its grade. A 1971 50-cent coin in uncirculated or near-mint condition could fetch a hefty price. But what about coins in damaged or lower grades? While a damaged coin generally loses some value, there are certain cases where collectors still pay top dollar for it. In the case of the 1971 Elizabeth II 50 cent, several factors come into play that can make even a damaged coin valuable. First off, the 1971 50-cent coin was minted in large numbers, but in comparison to other Australian coins, it's not as common in the highest grades. So even a damaged one can still be a rare find. Second, the 1971 50-cent coin is often considered the last year that a large 50-cent piece was produced in Australia. Later, they switched to a smaller version. This makes the 1971 coin significant in numismatic history, even if it's not in mint condition. According to recent auction data and collector feedback, a 1971 50-cent coin in poor condition, think heavy scratches or worn-down details, can still fetch anywhere between $10 to $30. It's not a huge amount, but considering the condition, it's not bad. If you find one with slight damage, like some discoloration or minor scratching, the price could go up to $50, $60, or even more, depending on the market and demand at the time. Of course, the actual price will depend on the specific damage, rarity, and demand. In some cases, especially if a coin has a unique flaw, it could end up being more valuable. There's always a niche market for coins that are rare, even if they're not in pristine condition. Now, here's where things get interesting. Demand. Collectors who specialize in Australian currency or 50-cent coins specifically might be willing to pay a premium for a 1971 coin, even in damaged condition. As with most things in the world of collecting, rarity, history, and a bit of uniqueness can make a damaged coin more desirable. Some collectors even seek out damaged coins to complete sets, as they may be harder to find than their undamaged counterparts. Plus, there's a certain charm in owning a piece of history, no matter the condition. So, there you have it. While it may seem counterintuitive, even a damaged 1971 Elizabeth II Australia 50-cent coin can hold real value in today's market. If you come across one of these coins, don't be too quick to dismiss it just because it has a few scratches or dings. You might be sitting on a valuable piece of Australian numismatic history. Always remember, condition isn't the only factor in determining a coin's worth. Rarity, demand, and historical significance can make a huge difference. And if you're a collector, keep your eyes peeled for these unique finds. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more coin insights. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.